And now we take a look at some of our Alaska news for this Wednesday morning. Did you know that there's some dispute over where the actual boundary of ANWR is? This whole Arctic National Wildlife Refuge. It's not one of those things. It's not marked by a fence. There's not clear delineation. It's a description about a particular river. And actually going back to a number of years, all the way back to Wien Airlines, one of the pilots that used to fly people out to the North Slope noticed that the feds have been saying that the boundary is at a river that's out a little further to the west than the actual boundary says it is in the description. And now that's kind of the whole issue of a new dispute with the Bureau of Land Management, where the state of Alaska is trying to get the feds to officially give back this area between the two rivers. And I got to tell you, the fact that there's nobody up there, that this is not a place where people have homes or settlements, there's no cities in between these rivers, a lot of it just, it's like kids in a sandbox arguing over who has more territory, whether it's the feds or the state. We'll keep our eye on the story, of course, as the dispute continues, but that's what it basically goes down to, is that the feds say that the line is here, but then they're acting like the line is actually way over here, and the state is saying, I thought you said we were supposed to get all of that there. We'll keep an eye on it. Number of Mat-Su Valley mailbox break-ins. A couple of people have actually, it's a couple, a man and wife, who have decided that they've had enough of people breaking the commandment of thou shalt not steal. They've put together money for a reward that leads to the arrest, conviction, and such force of whoever's responsible for it. A Juneau teenager, actually 18 years old, charged in connection with BB gun damage, not to one, not to three, but to 6 different Juneau businesses over the weekend. Apparently, on Saturday morning, a police officer had been called in because of one particular window that had been shot out. The police owners, or the business owner, was like, hey, somebody come down here and investigate. Somebody shot out my window. As he's investigating the one, he noticed at another, and then as he just started walking around the area, once again, 6 different businesses shot at with a BB gun. Kid is obviously going to be in a little bit of trouble for that. The game board has approved hunting coyotes with dogs, but only in the Delta Junction area. Some confusion as to what benefit exactly there will be in hunting coyotes with dogs, but I'm sure somebody asked for it, which is why they approved it in the first place. There's another rally, this one with hundreds of people in Anchorage, urging Alaskans and specifically senators to support Planned Parenthood, specifically federal funding. That'll be the subject of my commentary today. Also, the legislature has hired a gas consultant who, if you follow these things, you might recognize the name. He's the same fellow who was the gas consultant hired by the Palin administration during that last round of the Palin-era oil and gas tax issues. So we'll be keeping our eye on that as well for you. Also, apparently violent crime is actually up in the state of Alaska. Even though overall crime is down, what has driven the numbers up for this primarily is aggravated assault. And lastly, an Alaska reality TV star has sued the producers, some unidentified crew members, and the BBC itself, saying that she was forced into doing some stunts, some very dangerous stuff that got her injured and also caused her a bit of emotional difficulty. And they're suing for unspecified damages. I'm just going to let that lie there for a minute. We'll maybe do a commentary on the whole issue of reality TV shows some other time. Right now, that's what we've got for you today. If you like what I'm doing, please consider becoming a supporter either by Patreon or by buying a direct subscription at radiofreespeech.com. Thank you.